Knife kill, rebel force.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 2 of How Did I Miss It? A series I'm going to start on my channel where I go back through and pick out some of the weapons I know I never paid enough attention to while playing Battlefield over the past year. You know, we're all victims of having 3 or 4 weapons that we call our go-to guns where, you know, when shit starts to hit the fan, we really rely on those guns to hopefully turn the game around or the match or whatever the case might be. And while you do that, you tend not to pay attention to weapons that will not only help your gameplay, but also might be better than the kits that you're currently trying. And I have to admit, I am really bad with having 3 or 4 guns that I rely heavily on. And I've played the shit out of them over the last year. And, you know, it's really opened up my eyes since I started playing with new guns that there are a lot of guns in this game that I wish I started to pay attention to earlier. And one of those is the G3A3 that you see me using in this video. On my last weapon review, the AN94, which I never played with at all either, a subscriber by the name of the Optimistical Beats mentioned you need to try the G3A3 with a heavy barrel and foregrip. He basically said that this weapon equals God mode, so I said, well, it's got to be pretty good. Now, the G3A3 is unlocked with 160,000 co-op points. And to be honest with you, I don't play co-op. I played a little bit on the PS3, but not since I got the PC at all. So I went ahead and I bought the co-op shortcut bundle. I figured, well, after buying Battlefield 3 times, so what's another $5 to get a DLC? So I downloaded that, and I am sure happy that I did. The G3A3 is a fantastic weapon. I'm going to run through some of what my opinions are the pros and cons of this gun. And we'll start with the pros. This gun actually has 34 damage up close and only drops off to 22. To put that in perspective against the other assault rifles, basically every other assault rifle in the game only has 25 damage and drops off to 18.4. So up close and personal, this gun is an absolute beast with 34 damage. And again, even at range with 22, it's still very good. Another pro I found with the gun, it is very accurate. If you get your bullets on target with the high damage, you're going to be taking people out with, you know, somewhere around 3 bullets up close and 5 at range, again, if you keep it on target. And one of the absolute keys with keeping it on target is make sure you burst at long range or you will not even come close to your enemy whatsoever. You have to use the heavy barrel on this gun. I read up on it quite a bit. It reduces the spread by almost 75%. I mean, that's huge. How can you not equip the heavy barrel when it gives the gun such a buff in the right direction? So now let's talk about the cons with the G3A3. The biggest issue I was having was the small clip that's equipped with this rifle. You have 20 bullets in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. Now, for the type of game that I like to play, which is basically run and gun, that was proven to be a real issue more than once. You would burn through the bullets very quickly, even though it only has a 550 round per minute fire rate. It just felt like you were reloading all the time. So one of the key factors if you're going to use a G3A3 is make sure you plan your attack wisely. If not, you're going to be caught with your pants down basically, or you have a very reliable secondary. The mistake I made when recording for this commentary was using a M1911. I think you would be much better off equipping the 93R or the G18 or something that has a larger size clip, or even the 443 for that matter, you know, because that sidearm actually has around 18 bullets, I believe. So having the proper secondary is crucial to using the G3A3 because you're going to be reloading quite a bit, and besides its very high recoil, that was probably the only real issue I was having with the G3A3. I would certainly not recommend it in a close quarter situation where you're up against AEKs or very high fire rate rifles, because again, with the low fire rate of 550 rounds per minute, those guns will certainly win those up close and personal battles every single time. So make sure you plan your attack wisely is the best advice I can give you. And with the high damage, you should take them out no problem at all. So a huge thanks to Optimistical Beats for giving me the shout out on this gun. I must say it is absolutely great. Certainly recommend it if you haven't given it a try. If you guys have any recommendations for guns that I may have missed as well, please leave them in the comments section. I plan to do this series, you know, for the next few weeks on my channel while we're waiting for the next great titles to be released. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am still enjoying the shit out of Battlefield and going back and picking up a weapon that you haven't gamed with. There's a ton of them in this game. I know pretty much everybody hasn't played with every single gun in the game. If you have certainly logged a lot of hours. We all have our favorites. So go back and pick up a weapon, give it a go, unlock all the attachments. It's great fun. And I personally love TDM for that. You know, you don't have to concentrate on the objective too much. So hope you guys are enjoying this. Please leave some feedback about a gun you might like for me to pick up. I have a gun in mind I'm going to do next time that I'm getting killed with quite a bit lately. So that means it must be good, right? But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Remember to rate the video. And if you haven't checked out my channel, please remember to do so. Take care, guys, and we'll chat to you all real soon.